Hello everyone, my name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from round 6 of Gen Con North American Championships. This is day 1B of Swiss. It's the second wave of Swiss. Tomorrow we have day 2, the top cut. For this round, my co-commentator is
Andrew Knuckles of the Birmingham Barons podcast. How's it going, guys?
Whoop Whoop. And this round is brought to you by Curled Paw Creatives. Use coupon code GenCon19 for 15% off. Get your tokens, all your acrylic for all the games that he does, which is a lot.
Mostly a lot.
Mostly a lot. The big ones, right?
Yeah.
You got X-Wing, there's Magic tokens, there's Destiny, all kinds of stuff. Check them out. Everything in the shop, 15% off.
All right. So what we got here is an old favorite because this is exactly what I flew yesterday.
Yep.
We have Carlos Ramirez from all the way down in Florida running Sinker 4 Gold Squads, Rick Ollie with R2 Astromech. So, we kind of know what's going on with this list. Then we have, I'm going to butcher this. Do you know how to say his last name?
Sean Huynh.
Huynh?
Yep.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So we have Sean Huynh with Han Solo, Luke Skywalker Gunner, Saw Gerrera.
Wait, stop. Wait, what did you say? What's on that chip?
Luke Skywalker. So he's not in the X-Wing that is right next to him. No. So we have Luke Skywalker, Saw Gerrera, R2-D2 crew, and engine upgrade. And then we have Wedge Antilles with Lone Wolf and R2 Astromech, and of course, as foils.
You know, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling some theme. Feel all that theme?
Yeah.
And this theme is X and 1 right now. 5 and 1 going into round 6. Excuse me, 4 and 1.
4 and 1. So yeah, both of these are X and 1 lists or opponents.
Yes.
People.
Well, you know, now we're in that spot now where records might be weird.
Yep.
Because of the number of people. We're in round 6. We only had 77 players.
Yeah. So it's starting to get kind of odd.
Yeah.
All right. So looking at this, obviously, so Sean's list, he has Saw Gerrera on Han, then he has R2-D2 to regen stuff. That's giving you some accurate shots. You have Luke to basically always guarantee that you're never not going to have a shot. Mm-hmm. It's a pretty interesting list. I'm relatively surprised that that it's 4-1, honestly.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm not flying it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's working, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm curious about is this matchup because Carlos does have a swarm. He got a lot of shots.
Guns.
And Han can really move, right?
Yeah.
He's got options. He does have Luke Gunner, but if he's taking 5-6 shots in a turn, he's not going to last very long.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is true. And so he's obviously prepared ahead for this. He has engine upgrade. He is making sure that if he has to arc dodge, he absolutely can. He still has Saw Gerrera for focus mods and Luke to make sure that he can rotate that arc. So you have to be really careful with Han not to put him in a spot that he's going to get eaten.
Yep.
Especially with 6 ships on the board.
Yeah, and obviously Sean playing a 2-ship list has had to, I'm sure, play against quite a few 4- and 5-ship lists to get this far.
I was watching him play against Mike from Hyperloops earlier today, and he was running 4 K-Wings.
Okay.
All with bombs and Sabine and all this other kind of stuff. And he got in that sweet spot where he could just saw every turn and then just regen that shield.
Oh, man, that's dirty.
Just arc dodging the whole time. Like, it was brutal. So we're seeing a pretty heavy heavy vote in Carlos's favor right here.
Absolutely.
I'd like to tend to agree with this. I mean, one, because I know the list in and out, but also, it's there's just a lot of ships on the board. That's a lot to kill with only 2 shots coming in. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the way that the Saw R2 interaction, I think that's important because I know some people might not realize what's there. So the Saw is what triggers first. You have, while you perform an attack, you may suffer 1 damage to change all of your eyeball results to crits. Then R2-D2 during the end phase, so after that, assuming you've arc dodged,
yes,
you're not getting any shots, if you are damaged and not shielded, you may roll 1 attack die to recover 1 shield. So you're getting a shield, and if you're in that sweet spot, hopefully you don't roll a hit, and Han's ability, you can re-roll it a bunch of times. it's fantastic. It can be free.
Yeah, it can be free. You just have to get in that little sweet spot where you have one card, and you're near obstacles, so you can re-roll. If you roll that, is it a hit? Yeah, it's a hit for R2s. So we're going fast here.
Oh yeah,
he's saying I'm going to catch Wedge, and there's nothing you can do about it. I have 5 ships.
Wedge out of these 2 ships is the least maneuverable.
Absolutely.
So
Only a single reposition open. It looks like maybe there was a bump there, and Sean. Say what?
I had a very compelling rant that it's in the contention for worst ship in Empire. What are these people doing?
Tyler's on a soapbox about something.
about why are 4?
Oh, 4 taps.
Between the top 2 tables.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So apparently, for the top 2 tables, there are a grand total of 4 taps or advanced prototypes.
Yeah, V1s.
V1s. Yeah.
Yeah.
but the V1s. I also tend to agree with Tippett saying that the that the taps are not very good.
Yeah, you got the right people playing them, and if you've never faced it before, you're not sure what to expect.
Yep. So it looks like Carlos is debating here if he probably wants to boost, maybe to kind of bang or barrel roll. Okay, so keeping it safe. I don't blame him. You know, Rick is your kind of pocket ace.
Mm-hmm.
He's not really an ace. He's just kind of.
You don't want to leave him hanging out there with Han being like I'll just go boost and tap.
Well, and you can't arc dodge.
Right. No, it's impossible.
Yeah. So we see a Talon roll here coming out of Wedge, going in and saying, I don't really want to joust that.
I mean, Luke Gunner is 26 points at the moment.
So expensive.
Super expensive. But it guarantees you a shot.
It guarantees you a shot.
As long as you got something in range 3.
Luke is ridiculous.
For those of you who don't know how that works, it has 1 force charge added to the ship, and it says, at the start of the engagement phase, you may spend 1 force to rotate your turret arc. So after you move and see where everybody is, turn your arc to a ship you want to shoot. Essentially what that is.
Yep. So it's going to be interesting because obviously Sean he has to play the keep away game with at least one ship that has a very hard time doing that.
Yep.
And eventually, eventually you will catch them.
Mm-hmm. Don't fall down. Now I want to talk about our giveaway segment here at the end of the round. We're going to be giving away a Servant of Strife pack.
Oh, really?
Today.
That's cool.
But it's all been repainted by Luke Carrington.
Oh.
And the Bulbalab has been painted.
The light bulb?
The light bulb has been painted like Bulbasaur, but not just painted, modded. It has vine whips.
I remember. I think I saw this.
Yeah, it has vine whips.
I like how the CIS has kind of turned into like the meme faction because they just kind of have like all the fun stuff or like just the weirdly named things.
Yep.
So it looks like we have a 2 hard coming out here, so we're probably going to see 2 hard and barrel rolls for the rest of the swarm here.
And that giveaway is going to be a patron-exclusive giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be doing for that big pack. That's going to be Legacy patrons, and we're also going to do a painted ship tomorrow for new patrons.
Ooh.
And we'll show that off a little bit later.
That's cool. So it's interesting here for Carlos just because of, like, the Torrents don't really move very fast. They can actually move fast in a straight line.
Right.
But the second that you need to start banking with them or hard turning, you're kind of out of luck. So you have to really prepare. You have to really plan ahead about 2 turns to make sure that they're in the right spot for when combat happens. Got a little bump action going on here with Sinker, righting himself back up, and then barrel rolling into the block. Those Torrents love to stay as close as possible.
There's the.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Yep, we got quite a few things available. You know, maybe I'll let you choose what we should give away.
Oh man, I don't know if I want to have that responsibility.
So we got.
He's like stuck on a rock.
Yeah.
Oh, he's sitting on the rock.
Yes.
He's not stuck on it.
Mm-hmm. I know you guys can't see it. I'm just showing this
Yeah.
is behind the scenes. Here we got a Naboo Starfighter.
Oh, that Starfighter looks good.
Zombie Bomber.
That's interesting. I like it.
Zombie.
Zombie Jedi.
Uh-huh.
Or Delta 7, I guess.
And we're giving away the Darth Vader from Star Wars
that's
Celebration.
Cool. Is that LED as well? Or is it no?
No, it's just
No,
painted.
it's just painted.
But if he pulled that off where it looks like that for a second, you know he did his job with the highlighting.
Yep.
Like, is that on? Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's painted. That's good.
So we see we see Luke or Wedge, not Luke, Wedge and Han just saying, "I'm just going to disengage from this. I'm going to basically drag Carlos through the rocks."
Yep.
And make his formation feel bad. Which honestly though, like if you're Carlos,
Yep.
you just bring it over. Like one rule that I've learned from Sam Talley in Atlanta is you never split up the swarm.
Right.
You just keep them together. If they have to go over debris, you do it. Because they're stronger together than they are as individual pieces, obviously.
Start of engagement, Luke Gunner action to turn the arc to the front. No range.
No range.
Does bribery work? I kid, but in seriousness, I would love to win that pack. Yeah, no bribery. We just do it fair and square. We're going to be doing, like I said, Legacy Patron giveaway at the end of today, and we're going to do a new Patron giveaway tomorrow.
So Rick's actually in a pretty rough spot here. Because if he wants a shot, he has to 3 hard. And then he'll still probably not get a shot.
Right.
But then the Falcon is in a great position just to go ahead and 3 bank in and just start pot shotting.
Yeah.
And Rick doesn't really want any part of that. I mean, look, he has regen. That's why it's there.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want to give that up too early.
Right.
And then Sinker is not in a very good position here. He's a little bit too far out from the rest of the swarm. Now, we may see a K turn, like a 4K out of Sinker to put him behind and then just see 2 hards out of everyone so he still gets the rerolls from the torrents.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be something. So we see 2 banks here. Okay. I'm not entirely sure. Well, you're keeping the swath open to try and keep the arcs as wide as possible. You're going to see like some more 2 banks out of here for the block. And we still have it's a 78-21 lead right now for Carlos. Just for what chat thinks is going to happen.
Yep. I mean, it's the perception of a lot of ships versus a few ships. That means a lot of ships have an advantage.
Yep.
But the flip side of the coin is, since Carlos is in that formation, it is 4 ships, but it's kind of moving as one larger ship with just a bunch of arcs, right?
Yep.
Just a really wide arc. The more Carlos kind of spreads it out, but you don't want to go too much, right?
Yeah.
But kind of starts making it more of a fan, it gets a little more dangerous. But if he's clumped up, it's not super hard to not get shot.
Yeah. Well, especially with a large base because they move so fast. Then he has the white boost. He still can shoot them because of Luke Gunner, and then he still has mods with Saw. So, like Han is still really good.
Yep.
Especially because he gets the free rerolls. It looks like Carlos did not opt to take the evade action or the evade link from the barrel roll there, getting it around. So that's probably the target I would take unless he catches Rick just kind of with his pants down.
Oh, no. Rick, put your pants on. It's a family show.
Okay, so we see a 3 bank out here of Sinker. So it looks like he is probably going to do a 2 hard next turn just to guarantee that side arc.
Sorry for the quietness. I'm preparing some things for you guys to see right now.
He is. I'm trying to fill as best I can.
You are doing an amazing job. And
so we do see the 3 hard out of Rick, and he just says, "Let's go." Like I don't I don't think you're going to do it.
I don't believe you,
I don't believe you.
Why don't you believe me?
You could just see a too hard away from the swarm here if he doesn't want to get like super aggressive, which that is a completely valid choice, especially with a list that only has a grand total of outside of regen. What is it? 13 plus 19. 19. I'm very bad at math. I'm sorry.
How dare you?
and there's the too hard. He's just saying, I don't want a part of that. I don't blame him.
No.
The other thing is too is that obviously Han really wants his rerolls, so he's got to stay as close to locked in as he can with those debris. Or obstacles, excuse me. There is no debris. Well, no, there actually is a debris in the field.
Oh, no.
So it looks like we are target locking. Interesting choice for Han.
I mean, just in case.
Yeah. So
5 dice for Rick. Probably doesn't hit.
Probably doesn't hit.
But he gets to try.
Does he? It's going to Han that roll. Yeah, spending the force for 3 hits. And here comes the 5 dice return for defense, and it doesn't actually matter.
Gas cloud.
And then spend the evade. I think the chances of hitting Rick there with a 3 die shot are like so slim. Because you're guaranteed 2 evades.
Right.
So all you need is just like 1 more paint, and it doesn't matter.
Yep. Love it.
It feels like first edition auto thrusters. Oh wait, it is.
Oh. For someone who didn't play first edition, what was auto thrusters? Why do we giggle when we say auto thrusters?
So auto thrusters was basically gas clouds, but in portable form.
Look at this gas cloud I carry around my body. Yes.
So I honestly think you don't bite on Han here. Han wants to play as cagey as he possibly can.
Agreed.
Just because he can't, he just wants to pot shot. He doesn't until like he knows that you've bitten on something else. That's when he jumps in and says, "All right, I'm going to get into that range 1. And I'm going to get all that damage.
Give it to me."
We'll probably just see maybe 1 straights or 2 straights out of the swarm here, and then following what he did last turn, he's probably just going to do a 3 or 2 bank to keep that side arc ready to kind of see where Han and Wedge decide to run off to. So I honestly don't think we're going to see a lot of combat in this game.
No,
it's
a lot of positioning, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of positioning, and it's just going to be interesting. Now, if it does actually go down to final salvo,
yep.
I have an idea who wins that by stats.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's the 6 ship list that has 8, 11, 13 dice.
Seems good. I mean, Sean has to be careful, right? That he doesn't go too late into the game being cagey.
Yeah, because if you make it too far, because they have 54 minutes left, there's obviously still a healthy amount of time. But they when you're moving this many ships and there's not a lot of combat happening, you do have to be very cognizant of how much time you have left on that clock. Because 75 minutes seems like a lot until it's not.
Where did all my time go? Yeah, absolutely agree. I didn't realize how, seeing all these 3 ships together, seeing the pack that I'm giving away here, that's pretty sick.
He wants it. Don't lie. You want it.
I mean, I do. I always want to keep them. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. But this is the point is to give them away.
So we have a 2 bank going away from the inside of the board here with the torrents. Looks like he's saying, I don't believe you. You're going to try and get behind me.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Well, it's in one of those positions where even if Han decided to come this way, he could respond.
He can still respond.
And if Wedge was coming up here, he's
Yep.
going to catch him.
And that's the big thing about this list for the Sinker Swarm is they actually have a really good way to just say to like, all right, there's a new threat. We can turn around and we can fix this. They have the 1 hards, even though they are stressed. They have the 2 talons, which are really good, and they can still they can still go fast if they need to. And the 3Ks are always really nice. But it does look like we are basically committing, at least right now, to saying, I'm pretty sure Wedge is going to try and come in here.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Wedge does have at least 1 reposition open to him, so he will have he's far enough out to where if he does even just do like maybe a 3 bank, he can probably barrel roll all the way out of range.
Oh, yeah. All right, focusing on Sinker. So one of the challenges I want to talk to you about is as the game progresses, if you don't have an engagement, do you find it difficult to keep Sinker and the Deltas together?
I didn't find it very difficult. Oddly enough, Sinker's actually pretty easy to keep with the Swarm because you don't have to be close.
Right.
You keep it as wide as possible. And you just kind of just keep them on the outside as long as you can. You never want them on the inside.
Right.
If you can help it, you never want them on the inside. So, so we see the 3 hard out here. Han's just like, I'm good. I don't want any of that. You'll probably just see a boost here, maybe. Yeah, I think the hardest part, honestly, is keeping Rick relevant.
Okay.
The N1s, I'm not going to say they're bad. I'm also not going to say they're good. They're exactly where they need to be, kind of.
They move very differently than Sinker and the V19s. It's really probably the biggest thing, right?
Well, and with them not having a straight K turn, it makes them re-engaging very difficult. Because most of the time, you come with a hit and run. You come in and then just joust and then come back in.
Yeah.
Whereas with the 3 talons, it does make it a little bit more challenging making that happen.
Carlos got the range 3 ruler in his hand, maybe debating a target lock. Oh, this is combat. Checking ranges.
Yep. Yeah, he barrel rolled out.
No shots.
Yeah. Just did the 2 straight. Now we do have a pretty solid approach here for Carlos to go through and start catching something and just throwing shots into hopefully Wedge. I think if you get rid of Wedge, it's going to be a lot easier to go ahead and wrangle Han around.
Yep. Yeah. I totally agree. Yeah, because once you get one of the ships, now you only have to think about one angle rather than 2.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm pretty sure we're definitely going to see a 2 hard coming out here for Han. He's going to just hang out right here, and you'll probably just see a 3 bank and a boost out of Wedge, because he definitely doesn't want Wedge to get caught. Because they are X-wings and they do die very quickly.
Where did all my health go? All right, guys, so what we're going to do here is, since they're in planning, I want to take a second and just show off some of the things we're going to be doing for the patron exclusive giveaways. For those of you who don't care, you'll have a little picture-in-picture so that you can see what's going on. So so on the left here, you actually see the Servants of Strife pack that we're giving away. 2 vultures and a Boba Lab. One of them has been modded to be sitting on a rock as if it has landing struts. One of them is painted like the Adepticon exclusive.
Yep.
But better. It's the upgraded version.
It's the upgraded version.
Yes.
And it isn't just painted bronze.
Then the Bulbasaur Boba Lab. Absolutely beautiful. We're going to be giving that away to a legacy patron. Absolutely, it could be one of anybody who's a patron. And then from the new patrons that happened this weekend, we're going to be giving that bomber away on the right. The zombie bomber.
It's a really cool bomber.
Yeah,
really
zombie
cool.
bomber. It looks really awesome. I could do a little visual enhance.
Enhance.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Absolutely love the zombie repaints. But yeah, let's show that off. We'll go back to the table now. Also, just a reminder to watch the Paintcast every Monday and Thursday. Luke Carrington does these amazing repaints, teaches people how to do them, and it's all stuff that we give away right here to the people who support us the most.
Yep. So I will say this, looking at, we had a couple of people talking about Rick in chat here. When I say that I don't think that they're good or bad, I also think that he absolutely has a place in the list. I wouldn't be flying him in the list if he didn't.
Right.
He just doesn't do a lot of damage. So if you're looking for damage, don't go for Rick unless you're running Juke with him, I think.
Right.
Obviously this list does not have that. He is there to look shiny and to grab aggro and then say, I'm never going to see you again. I'll probably never shoot again, but I'm going to regen. I'll stay at full points.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like 46 points that you can just kind of hold on to. So that he absolutely has a place. I just don't think that he, as an aggressive player, he doesn't have the damage output that I'm used to, at least.
And it's interesting. I'm sure there's some people who might be like, well, why don't I take those 46 points I have on Rick and get another torrent? But then you kind of end up in an awkward place points-wise, right? So
You do.
25 points. You would have 23 left over?
Which is not enough for much of anything.
Right.
So, well, and the other variant that we've seen is having another arc in place of Rick.
Right.
The reason why I don't like that version, one, it's a little boring. At least with Rick, you have some kind of decisions to make. But the arc, I don't think it gives you enough. It gives you more blocking potential, and that's really about it. You can still get the 3-dice gun, but then you can also hold on to those points. Arcs, like, if they just get caught, they will die.
Right. Can you fit a Jedi with CLT?
No, you cannot, because Plo, or really any of the Jedi that you'd want to bring
that are worth it,
are going to be 44 points base, so you don't have enough points. That's kind of the trade-off there, which honestly that says to me that it's actually relatively balanced for what it is, because you can't fit these ridiculous combos of like, oh, I have I'll say 7B. I know it would never be like that, but I have a 7B Jedi with 5 other ships.
Right. I think something is wrong.
Like, that feels bad.
So right now our initial stream poll has Carlos ahead, 68% to 31. We're going to go ahead and re-poll after seeing some of the movement, seeing where things are. Where do you guys think things are now? 1 for Carlos, 2 for Sean.
Because this is primarily a cat and mouse game.
Yeah.
Not a hammer it out and try and hit as hard as you can game.
Yes.
That's what Carlos wants, but Sean is
like,
not
joust
going.
me.
Yeah, Sean is not going to allow that to happen. Because we are in the, this is round 6, and these are both X and 1s. So I mean, like, they're good players. They've had a really good day so far, and so they both know what they're doing. They're honed in. They have the juice.
The juice. Get it. All right, I like how Carlos has the arcs spread out here.
Yep.
With those torrents, just trying to catch something in the net. But also, of course, keeping it relevant with the sinker.
Yep. Absolutely. Well,
Side arc.
Sinker's actually a little bit too far out for my liking. You'd really want Sinker pretty much right here. Unfortunately, he's gone a little bit too fast with Sinker, I think.
There's somebody in the chat called the Juice 84. He said, "Don't bring me into this. This is not about me."
I bet he just had he was just like had it as a secondary monitor and just kind of doing something else. He was like, the Juice. Whoa, wait a second.
That's me.
I have to put a stop to this now.
That's right.
So Rick coming through here with the 3 bank, getting his evade.
Full throttle, baby.
Yep. And I think he just focus here.
So looking at the updated stream poll, leaning a little bit more towards Carlos.
Yep. Now, I mean, Carlos actually does have really good positioning here. It looks a little more convoluted than it probably feels on the table.
Right.
Because looking at this, he definitely has a lot of really good outs here. Now, this is interesting, choosing to boost here. Maybe he's feeling that he's going for a block.
Yeah, he is blockable.
Definitely blockable, but I don't see it. I think he's just going to 3-bank out. Yeah.
All right.
I think you should have just taken the focus, because now he's a prime target.
Rick's like, oh no.
This isn't what I wanted.
We'll see if Sean can make him pay for it with Han coming up here.
Yep. And I really hope that we see the too hard out of Han here. Yep, there it is. Han just says, well, I'm here. I'm next to a rock. This is what I want.
Shout out to Patrick. 19 months of being a sub. Thank you so much, man. You know, I'm trying to get Twitch to give me partner. That way we can have a 2-year sub badge. They keep telling me no.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's an interesting choice. He ended up moving his lock from Rick over to just one of the torrents.
Okay.
Which, you know, the fallacy of the list is if you go after Rick, you're just never going to see him again, and he's just going to regen whatever it is.
Right. All right, here we go. Han into that torrent.
Yep, you Han that all day. Seems good, just 2. And spending the lock to get
that's
still nothing. That feels bad.
Put
3 dice, and still takes 1.
It's gonna be on the green one. First blood.
First blood. Damage has been done. No shot for Rick. Definitely no shot for Wedge. And I think we may only have 1 shot coming into Han here through a rock.
Yes, that's going to be...
The chances of you actually doing damage here are so slim. He does have the sinker reroll. Now, technically, you're not supposed to measure until you need the reroll.
Okay.
2 hits. Didn't need the reroll anyway. And spend the force and just says no.
He's fine. 40 and change.
Yep. So I'm pretty sure what we're going to see here is this next turn we're gonna see a 3 hard out of Han. Just so then he can pretty much just boost around the rock or boost away, or whatever he needs to do. He's so hard to catch with that large base boost.
The engine upgrade on Han has always been a great strategy.
Yep.
Just because most of the time he's moving last, sees where everything is, and large base boost is huge. You just get to keep moving.
Well, and the other thing is, too, because the Falcon is the only ship in the game that can boost,
yep,
a lot of people aren't used to seeing it now.
Yeah.
So that can always take people by surprise.
This thing can really move.
This thing can really move.
Yeah, it's fast. That Kessel run, you heard?
Now we have 40 minutes left, and like it's getting to the point in the time where I'm like, something really needs to happen now.
Oh yeah.
Like we're getting kind of close to.
And I saw somebody in the chat ask, if you're a patron, do you need to be present to win the giveaways? No. See, Patreon exclusive giveaways, those are just because I have your address and information and a direct line of contact. I will contact you and say, hey, I got your stuff. It'll be sent out to you. It's different. So even if you can't hang around for the giveaways, you still have a chance.
Yeah. Also, I was corrected. Technically, the Decimator and the Lambda can boost with Moff Jerjerrod on board.
Ha!
I was wrong. I'm sorry.
You need to play more Moff Jerjerrod.
Yeah, because he's so good.
He was on stream earlier.
Was he?
Yes. He actually almost...
What timeline are we in?
It was Moff Jerjerrod on a Decimator. We learned about it today. The class learned about it today. It was a player out of Brazil, Herbert Patricio, and he did good. He got a tough break with the Panic Pilot, which really hurt him.
Yeah.
But if he hadn't taken that panic pilot, it was a completely different game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, Arrow McArcher, basically what happens is you go to final salvo.
I think that's Charlie trolling you.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So you go to final salvo if there's a tie in points. And what that is essentially you basically tally up however many red dice are printed on the cards that are still alive. If nothing is alive, it was like mutual destruction, then it's just the total red dice pool of the list.
Yep.
So if it actually did go to final salvo, Carlos has a very heavy advantage.
Since we're waiting for players to get moving here, this is your first Gen Con. What have you seen? What did you experience?
Okay, so fun story. So Birmingham has a pretty nice convention center.
Yeah.
And, I've always considered it relatively large.
Mm-hmm.
When I walked into the expo hall, not including the room that we're in right now,
Right.
I feel that just room by itself is larger than our entire convention center in Birmingham. It is massive. And I still haven't even seen everything.
Yeah.
And I walked around for at least a good 3 or 4 hours today, demoing games and doing all sorts of stuff. I mean, it was a blast.
Yep.
I've been very impressed. It's been a lot of fun so far.
Yep. I spent all Thursday, the whole day, from 10 a.m. when the vendor hall opened all the way to 6.
Yeah.
In there the whole day.
It's super cool.
I was like, oh, that's closing now. I got to get out. I was able to get through everything.
Yep.
And that was only because I was looking for games for my daughter and I and my wife to play. Like that was it. Looking for kid games. If I was just literally just perusing everything, I wouldn't have made it through.
Yep. And it's whenever I say I'm like, wow, this is so much larger. I feel like that tourist that goes to the big city that lives in rural Alabama, and I'm like, wow, look at these skyscrapers. They're so large. I've never seen buildings this tall before.
You do that really well.
I've lived in Alabama long enough. So it looks like we're trying to go for maybe some blocks here. With the V19. Oh, this is going to be close call here onto this rock. Ooh, yep, like a glove. Carlos doesn't fly this for nothing.
That's right. My name is Carlos, and I knew it the whole time.
Yep. So you're going to see a barrel roll out of here. You're probably going to see another evade. There's no reason not to take it, I think, just because of his positioning. He can just go ahead and just do his little one straight or one bank next turn, get rid of the stress.
Yep. Soaring Embers, thank you so much. I got to give a shout out to both these. I know both these guys. So Sean plays out of Fair Games in the Chicagoland area.
Oh, so he's from your area.
Mm-hmm. Cool, super cool guy. And Carlos is, like you said, from Florida and was my snuggle buddy in Atlanta.
He's also the host, or one of the hosts of the Florida Man podcast.
Yep.
They seem to have a lot of fun on that one.
They do, absolutely. I actually had not understood or known about the Florida Man meme.
Oh, really?
Until they explained it. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, I guess because you live up north.
Yeah, us northerners up here.
Yeah, well, I mean, we get it all the time. In our group chat for the Barons, all we do is just, link Florida Man articles. And then every once in a while, maybe about a month ago, we had an attack squirrel, a meth attack squirrel in Alabama.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, this is actually, almost... this is almost like Florida Man level stuff. So we see a Talon roll out of Rick Ollie here.
All right, so no evade there because he's stressed.
I actually think that's a really good call.
Yeah, he's going to see if he can catch.
Yep.
He's got arcs all over the place.
Oh, we see a 4K coming out of Wedge.
Yeah, Wedge called it.
Ooh.
You Talon, IK.
And he doesn't even get he's only going to get 1 die on defense.
Yep.
That's a really good call from Sean.
One die for Rick.
So it looks like we're marking, and we do have the 3 hard coming out of Han here. He just wants to escape wherever he needs to go. I'm not going to lie. We're seeing, like, this is really good two-ship play.
Oh, yeah.
And Carlos is, he's trying to get as much of the net as he can.
Yep.
And, like, there's only going to be maybe 2 shots going into Han.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 if Sinker actually has arc here. It's possible if he doesn't boost, you may clip that. Oh, he went ahead and target locked.
Sean's like, I got health.
I got health. I got health to spare.
That's right.
Ooh, and that's a range too.
That one
no
die.
range bonus, 1 die. That is not going to feel good. Now both are unmodded, so we could see something here. Oh,
3 hits.
So guaranteed 2 shields going off. And he gets the evade, so 2 shields. Rick is going to say, see you later.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm done.
I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah.
I think it was that backspin. That's how we got that.
Yeah,
that was good backspin. All right, looks like Han is going at green.
Ooh.
Hit, crit.
Guaranteed going into to a crit onto green. You spend the focus and take 1 crit. Still not half points yet. That is too much text on there to be a direct hit.
I feel like it's a council fire. My soul says council fire.
Does your heart? It could be a wounded pilot.
Could be.
Oh, he does. He doesn't get the bonus.
No bonus.
Yep. No bonus because they both did 3s. Rick is just pot shotting here.
Pew pew.
Takes
Got it.
2. There we go. It looks like double blanks Han in that.
And
ooh, he's getting guaranteed 1 damage here. So 1 shield off of Han. First blood on Sean's list.
Progress.
Then we're going to have a range 3 through a rock with Sinker. And this is what makes Han so hard to kill, is most of the time you're always shooting through an obstacle.
Yep.
Ooh.
Hit, crit.
The reds are flying today.
Oh,
ooh. I think, yeah, you just take the shield.
Yeah.
Yep, you just take the shield. If someone Ha'ned that, I'd be like, really?
Yeah, why?
Why are you doing this?
I mean, it's the instinct, right? Like, wait, I took damage.
Yep. No shot onto Wedge this turn again. Now, luckily, he does have a really solid chance to catch Wedge this next turn.
He does. All those torrents and the arc can crash in on him.
Looking. Oh, we're doing a judge check here to see if green has arc onto Han.
Yep. It's going to mark yellow out of the way. While they're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and adjust the dice camera a little bit.
Ooh, I think they got it. Looks like that is overlapping. So range 2. No mods, 2 dice, no rerolls from Sinker. He's in the wrong
Hoping
spot.
a dream.
1 hit. That's not bad.
Hey.
Takes it. He
Try
has to
again.
re-roll it.
Got
Oh,
it.
it takes another damage.
Green is mad. You hit me.
I hit you. So now we have the good shots coming in here. I think you still shoot with. No, he's shooting with the focus one first. He does have a re-roll from Sinker. That's going to feel good.
He might have. Pink might have it too. But it depending on range.
But it looks like it is obstructed, so that's unfortunate. But again, that's what makes Han good.
Yep.
Just rolling. Oh, got a crit on the board. Wedge kind of got moved there. But luckily, he was still on the grid, so it didn't matter.
Yep.
That's the first roll.
Sinker reroll. Try it again.
Why you have a focus? Why did you do that?
I think he may have just forgotten that he had a focus. Try it again from Han.
And takes 1. 1 more shield down.
So Carlos is wrangling, paying off here, trying to get some of those shields out.
Yeah, Carlos just realized that he had a focus
like,
and he didn't need to reroll that.
It worked out, though, right?
Yeah.
Range 1, checking for the Sinker reroll.
Definitely has that, so that's going to feel good.
3 dice with 1 reroll.
Has the reroll. 2 hits,
hits.
guaranteed damage. Oh, here we go. There's the evade. So one more shield. So that all shields off Han?
Shields not damaged,
Not
so no
damaged, so he
R2D2.
can't
That's
regen
huge.
yet. They're going through the steps to make sure everyone is fired. There's a lot of ships on the board.
Now, even with all that dice being thrown, no points have still been scored.
I know, right? Now, to be fair, Han does take a while to get to half points because you need 2 cards.
Yep.
On him, right? Yeah. Because he's 13 health.
Oops. I broke the illusion. Sorry, guys. So, as you guys are watching, thank you so much for tuning in. We are going to be live literally every weekend for the next 6 weekends. This one and 5 more.
It'll be the Gold Squadron tour of the world.
That's right.
In under 80 days.
In under much, yes. It's gonna feel like that 80 days, but yeah, I'm gonna be tired. For sure. If you want to check out the event schedule, ! Events in the chat. There's a Google Calendar link, all that stuff. We got events all over the world. It's going to be fantastic. Super excited for it. Thank you to the community for all your support. Everybody who's taken the time to become a patron, who's become a Twitch Prime, done any donations. I mean, none of this is possible without you guys.
Okay, so here's my question for this turn for Sean. Do you think that he tries to get cheeky and do the 3 hard? So, because if you see basically like a 1 bank to try and keep that arc, you could just barrel roll and block it. Or you could just see him just run out and then maybe try and escape, but then you're kind of out in nowhere land with any kind of obstacle for Han to hang around. Or do you go all in on wedge?
On wedge. I think one of the problems is these two
are just too far out of the left field.
Yeah, they can't convene on wedge yet.
Yep.
And if you start kind of turning yourself that way, you're just opening yourself up to Han for nothing.
Yeah. So I think, and Sinker's still in a really awkward spot here.
Yeah.
I think Carlos kept. He went too fast when he was coming around this edge here. He needed to just do the 1 banks to stay on the inside track. Just because Sinker's in a really awkward spot because he's not going to be able to give these 2 guys the reroll support that they need if they want to converge onto wedge.
And I think that's due to Sean catching him, right? Han was able to take it all the way up the gut.
Yep.
And he has, 2 separate. He separated the swarm essentially.
Yeah.
And Sinker's going to need to choose who he wants to support.
And remember the rule that I talked about earlier?
Yeah.
You never break up the swarm.
Yeah.
because now like you're only having 2 dice shots, maybe with some mods, going into a guy that can just re-roll dice at his will anytime he wants. So okay, so we are just going. We're just saying, let's not worry about wedge.
Yep.
We're gonna go into Han. We got some damage in there. We're gonna close the net.
Yep. Wedge is like, phew.
Now the other part of that too is Rick really needs to be able to get out. He needs to get that 3 banks so he can get that evade, get that regen going. Does the 1 hard, so I'm okay. So this will block the 3 hard if he chooses to do that. So good call there for Carlos, taking the evade probably.
Yep. Yellow covering the turn to the bottom of the board.
Yep. But even then, it's still not. I don't think it's enough. Just because Han is just such a pain to try and catch and actually do damage or meaningful damage.
Does a 3 bank fit through there?
No, there's no way.
Okay.
No, it's you either 3 hard that way or you 3 hard that way.
All right. Sinker coming in.
Still not being able to use that side arc, which is unfortunate.
Slap down the focus and keep rolling with it, right?
Yeah. Just taking the focus and just, I hope he chose wrong and goes this way.
Yeah. Well, maybe the target lock would have been a better choice in that instance because Sean isn't going to shoot Sinker.
Yeah, so he is taking the regen here. That is exactly what you want out of Rick. He's just like, how about I, take my evade, get my shield back, and probably focus, maybe boost. They're just doing some cleanup here, just to give Carlos a little bit of time to think. And he's going for the barrel roll.
Spreading out the net.
Well, he can't shoot this turn.
Oh, because he regens.
Yeah, he regens.
Let's
so
go
he
ahead
can't shoot
and add
this turn.
that. I'm going to go take a peek and see what crit that is, just in case it becomes relevant. I'll be right back.
Ooh. Just almost had a party foul of taking the entire amp off the table. Fuel leak. That's what it is. So we have a 1 bank out of wedge here, clearing that stress, keeping that arc as wide as possible, not getting caught in a possible kill box.
All right, we're good. The wings are open. Sean forgot the wings were open. He wanted to boost.
I don't think could you fit a boost there? I don't think so. I don't think you could fit a boost there.
I don't think so either. Well, that probably also means that Wedge is going over the rock next turn. Unless he hard turns away.
He probably has enough space to do it too hard here. It would be really close. 3 bank. Ooh.
I told you, see? I told you.
I don't think this fits.
It fits.
Oh my gosh, it fits. No. Yeah, we gotta. Wow. I was wrong. Good call, Sean.
Carlos is sad that I was correct.
Yeah. Because that would have been big to get that block off.
Oh,
missing it by what looks to be less than a millimeter.
Yep.
That could be really bad.
We needed your calipers to go and measure that space.
I don't think they would have fit. So Wedge is going to throw a pot shot here. Looks like he's still going into Rick. Or maybe not. I don't know. Still deciding. Yep, looks like we are going into Rick, so he's going to get 2 dice compared to 3. Oh, man. Wedge is just rolling some hot fire. And double evades, and he loses his shield that he just regened. But still full points.
And not half points. Yeah,
Yep.
Exactly.
And it looks like this is probably too far for Sinker to get a shot on. And Wedge isn't getting shot at. Man, that missing that block, that may be like probably what swings the game here. Because if you catch Han and you get that block off, I'm pretty sure he loses almost all of his like a lot of his health.
All right, here we go.
So taking 2 onto pink. Still no points given. Oh, Can he Han there? Is that range? Does he have range 1?
Uh,
I don't think that's range
they
1.
measured it. Ryan, you saw a measure?
Did they measure it? Okay. It just looks really far.
Here we go.
2 crits.
Crit.
Ooh, do you re-roll that? You already spent the force.
That's risky.
So if he hits a crit and it's a direct hit, he gets half points.
Yep. Sean, what do you? He's taking it.
Taking the crit. Damage engine.
That's relevant.
That's actually very relevant.
Because that's not flippable, is it?
No.
All right, so damage engine, for those of you who don't know, let's go ahead and pull that up there. Increase the difficulty of your hard turn maneuvers.
And Han loves to hard turn.
That's right. So all the hard turns on the Falcon are now red.
Yep.
17-13.
That is... Okay, so he's going for the regen here.
His card's already face up, so...
No, he has 1 card.
Oh.
Ooh, he rolls the hit. Got to re-roll.
Han.
Ooh, that could have been dangerous.
So he's at 6 hold then?
No. He just regened 1, and he has 2 cards on him.
So base the Falcon
he has
has
6 health, six actual health left, and then +1 shield.
Okay, got it.
He has not half points yet.
So close.
Still lots of dice being thrown. No points have been given yet. We have 16 minutes left on the clock. This is very interesting.
Now this is X-Wing, Andrew.
So now this Wedge is in a relatively rough spot here. He's probably going to hit this rock going off this turn.
Yep.
So do you just accept it and just go 4 straight over the rock?
Yes.
And just
you YOLO, because that's going to give you the best
That's going to give you the best shots, yeah.
And you have to make sure that you don't stay stuck on the rock.
Yep. So then the next question is, how hard do you converge on to Han? Because he's still not in a very good position to really capitalize.
I mean, I think you have to try. I think you send everybody that way and start convening, because you have a chance here, because especially now with the hard turns being red, to catch him in the corner.
Yeah, I mean, because then if he wants to run, he has to boost.
Yeah, bank boost every turn.
Yep. So the bank boost would get you pretty much right around here.
Yeah.
But I don't think if you, I mean, you,
then you could hard turn
yeah.
next
then
turn.
you could hard turn.
But you don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that. That crit actually changed quite a bit.
That's huge. Actually, let me go ahead and put it on the overlay before I forget, because that's a big deal. I want to figure out a way so that when I do it here, it
just
pops up
adds
there.
it.
That'd be amazing.
But how do you assign it to the ship?
It's completely separate systems. It's completely. I don't know if there's a way.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
It'd be magic. I don't know.
It's magic.
Computer magic.
So we have basically just shy of 15 minutes. We really probably only have 3 more rounds left in this game. So you really have to either protect those points and just go to final salvo.
Yep.
Or you try and go all in and get half points on Han, and then I don't think it actually matters.
Yeah.
By that point. Because all you have to do is get two damage into Han.
Yep.
To get him to half points.
Carlos just double checking everything here. So 1 damage does take Han to half. A couple people asking that, but you want to get 2 because he can. If you only do 1, he regens the shield.
Oh
He's
yeah,
back-
yeah.
he's
That's
back
what
to
it.
half.
Yeah, to guarantee that he is at.
You need to get 2.
That, yeah, you need to get 2. That's what it was.
Has there ever been a final salvo on stream? Oh yeah.
Yeah. There was a final salvo at Gen Con last year, wasn't there?
There was one at last year at Adepticon.
Yeah.
The final, not this year, but the year before that.
Or was that Loop and Chewy? Or no, they didn't allow them to play Loop and Chewy, right? Kind of.
It got played.
It was played, but it was not. It could not determine the game.
Correct. Here we go. One bank.
One interesting,
I think he's gonna barrel
maybe
roll
barrel
and try
roll
to
for the block. Yeah.
punish the bank, the one bank if that's what he does.
Or maybe the too hard. And yellow is still at full. So
right.
green. Oh, so we're going for wedge now.
All right.
Now, if you can grab half points on wedge,
Sure.
that could be enough.
Barrel roll. Is he gonna evade here?
Pink has full health, and yeah, I think you go for the evade.
Because if Wedge does gun forward, he's probably the target.
Yep. And it looks like Talon. Yep, there's the Talon.
This really is all in on Wedge.
Yep, this is all in. Now Wedge could absolutely just kill green outright,
Yeah.
and that's always a danger. But this is when you close it, because if he's gonna go over the rock,
Yep.
no actions.
Is he gonna hard turn sinker onto the rock to get the rerolls? That'd be hilarious.
I would, because you're not gonna get shot by Han, and you probably 3 hard. Yep, there it is.
He does it. And the 3 hard might even just be off.
Oh yeah, no, he's totally fine.
Nice.
Yep. Good call by Carlos here.
I like that move.
And he gets rerolls on everyone that actually is going to have a shot. And he doesn't
no
even
cuts.
take damage.
No action, but no damage,
Good,
so that's
good
fine.
call from Carlos here. Trying to close the net, get those half points. He could possibly even kill Wedge.
There's nowhere for Wedge to go.
Yeah.
He's going to get shot.
He is going to get shot.
Wedge going to get it.
And we have the 3 hard here, going really close to that rock, but clears it just the same. And he's going to go ahead and probably take his regen and
We'll
get
see if
his
he
free
throws down
evade.
the weapons disabled. See if he did it or not.
Yep, called it. Got the regen back. Gets all of his stuff and says, "I'm just gonna tank up as best I can."
So remember, the evade comes from the full throttle ship ability. Focus was the action.
Bank. Oh,
2 bank
two
boost.
bank. Two bank from
from Han.
Han. Yeah, I was like 2 bank out of wedge. That's an awkward choice. 10 minutes left in the round. Yeah.
And there's the boost from the Falcon, just starting to come around.
Going 4 straight, just over the rock. Says, "I don't care. Let's go." Except he maybe didn't see that the world was closing in on him.
Man, I love the move by Carlos.
Oh wow! It even looks like he won't have a shot
on green.
onto green. So it is entirely possible that he didn't take a damage from the rock. So that's nice. Start of combat. He's going to go ahead and spend the force to rotate the arc.
Yep, it's getting ready.
Yep. I don't think you shoot at sinker here, even though he doesn't get to roll any dice.
Yeah, you go at Rick.
I think you still go at Rick to get
Rick
those
still
points.
gets only 1 die.
Yep.
So it'll be whatever he rolls minus 1.
Ooh, just 1. So guaranteed evade. It actually doesn't matter what he rolls. Oh,
he's
he got
got
the target
he's got a
lock.
lock.
He's got the lock.
Been holding on to it for a while.
Ooh.
So he'll take 2.
So there's 1, 2. I think that puts
That's half points.
That is half points at Rick. So you have to get half points now onto wedge.
Got to trade. The King's Gambit here.
Yep.
This is starting with sinker.
Well, you have to.
4 dice. Yep.
Okay, you're really hoping for some good natties here.
2.
2?
Average.
Yep.
You're fine with that.
Takes 1. All right. And it looks like he's got at least. Yep. Yep. You take the range 2 shot into wedge first.
Yep. You're saving the
saving the good
focus.
shots. Yep. Ooh, 2 crits. One more shield. Just chipping away. All he has to do is one more damage.
One away from half, and he has two more
shots. This is looking pretty good.
Range 1 with sinker reroll, 3-on-2. Carlos looking to net at least 2.
Yep. Rolled one out.
So this is just a box reset.
Okay,
And
he
here
gets
comes
his sinker reroll. There it is, guaranteed
Oof.
damage. Another focus.
He's taking 2 there.
Going for the lone wolf.
Ooh, oh.
Still takes 1.
Still takes half
That
damage.
is half points.
32 points scored by Carlos.
And he has 3 health left. So there's a chance, you get a good crit in here,
Yeah.
but go for the reroll. And for 2 hits.
Man, the one evade every time.
I know.
Saved. Wedge could have died.
Yeah. Now, Wedge is still in a really bad spot here.
Oh, yeah.
Because, he's in a really bad spot. And they have at least around one more turn.
Yep.
And Han can't get there fast enough.
7 minutes left in the round, streamers. Streaming tables.
7 minutes! They're not listening.
All right, he got it.
Okay.
We got the thumbs up. $32.
32. 32-23.
No.
Or,
Right, yeah.
yeah.
He said 34. The 2 points might matter.
Yeah. Wedge is in a really bad spot. Not going to lie. Now, Rick is...
Do they have a hard 3? Hard 3 to the right, just boost? Because Rick doesn't want to play, right?
Well, I mean, honestly, you may just Talon roll. Well, no. You have to get the defense. You can't allow Wedge to get damage in.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he would have just taken damage on the rock,
Yeah.
Wedge couldn't have asked for a better turn unless he just rolled natties every time.
Yep. Wedge, the boy who lived.
Yep.
By running away from a Death Star.
Well, and getting that lone wolf reroll.
Yeah, huge. Sean using it at the perfect time. It's like, all right, this is the time.
Yep.
Carlos going through all his options.
Still a lot of ships. There's a lot of syntax to run through with this kind of thing.
Yeah, this is a big turn. We're going to get 1 to 2 more turns, just depending on the pace of moving the ship is really what's going to determine.
I'd probably say this is probably going to be the last round.
I wouldn't doubt it.
They've I'm not going to say they've had a slow pace, but it hasn't been fast.
Right. Five minutes. All right, Carlos just doing the double
checking
checks.
dials. Han is just out in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
I don't think he's actually going to be able to come back in.
I mean, hard 3. You can use the force to rotate.
Yeah, but then you have to clear
can't
stress next turn.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
damage
he's out.
engine really hurt.
Talon roll here. Yep, there it is.
Yep. Yeah, just trying to get as many guns as you can.
Wedge needs to be the hero.
Going for the 1 straight.
Uh-oh.
What? Oh.
Move the ships out of order.
He moved his ships out of order and did a 3K and blocked himself.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I mean, now to be fair, he's still up on points.
He is.
It's not the end of the world.
If Wedge did a Talon roll, that's a juicy ratio.
Oh, no. Don't
Yeah.
even say that.
Yeah.
Well, okay, if he did the Talon roll and he clears this too hard, I think he's fine. Because I think Wedge will just get blocked.
Yeah.
Or, okay, I guess it doesn't clear. Yeah, he went out of order. That's...
So this just lost him shots, essentially.
Lost him shots, and... Oh, man, this is really bad. It could be bad. We don't know what Wedge did
Yeah.
yet. But I'm pretty sure Wedge has to Talon roll here to try and get points.
Yep.
So he has to just hope that he natties into more damage. And Wedge's rolls have been really good.
Oh, the Arc 170 back gun's going to need to do some work.
Yep. So then the real question is, does he Talon roll Rick just to try and guarantee? So he's doing the 3 hard. Or, well, he has a 3. Nope,
Yeah,
doing the 3
it's
hard.
3 hard.
Keeping his points intact as best he can. Yeah, boosting to guarantee that if he did do the 3 hard, he has to reposition and not get any mods for it.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, we only have a minute 50. This is going to be the last round.
Yeah.
This is, man, that I really hope. Oh, he's closing foils, going for the regen, and getting above points.
Oh. No. No.
Yes. Oh.
No.
No?
That brings him to half.
Oh.
He's just trying to survive this now.
Oh.
120.
Okay. So I guess he's just accepting.
Accept the loss. Butt gun engaged. You can't die. Well, if what Carlos had planned would have come to fruition,
yeah,
this is the best way for him to save those points.
That
was
is true.
this move?
Yeah. And he's just got a range 3.
It'd have to be hit crit and double damage in order to kill him.
Just one.
No,
and he got the evades.
45 seconds.
They may actually get one more round in.
They might.
But I still think Han is just out.
30 seconds.
Going through the cleanup. Better start. I get. Yep. All right. They're planning. So they got one more round in, but I'm pretty sure that Han is still out.
Oh,
like even with a 3 bank boost. That is time in the round. All right, we got the thumbs up.
Cool. And as we get this last round in, want to remind you guys that this round is brought to you by Curl Paw Creatives. Use coupon code GenCon19 for 15% off. No minimums there, so if you just need a couple of tokens added to your collections because you're like, man, I need more charges because I like running barrage rockets. Or you're just like obsessed with Jedi, or you need some more ARC IDs because I know one thing I've started doing, Andrew, is I got multiple sets of ARC IDs so I can keep them with different lists because I don't want to take them on and off. And it's a great system.
Yeah.
And it's like I just gonna keep this with this set of ships, and
if there's one thing that I'm very proud of with what I've done, I really do like my ship IDs.
Yeah.
Like I'm very happy about those.
Well, you know that it was a great idea because I see other of them now. Like they popped up in a couple of, I'm like, that looks familiar, but that's not quite the same.
It was one of those solutions that was actually brought up to me by a friend, and he was like, why don't you just do that? And like when he said it, I was like, why don't I do that? Like it was such a good idea that I was like, why does no one ever thought about this before?
The design den. All right, yeah, and these turns essentially, I don't want to say that they don't matter because Han can't get in range. I mean, I guess he could 3-bank boost now.
3-bank boost could do it. It is entirely possible.
But it has all the guns turned in that way.
Man,
so
it would be a long shot. And Wedge is completely out. Oh. Okay, well, no consequences. That's a really weird choice. He may have messed up.
Yeah, that could have killed him if he did a direct damage.
I know.
Direct hit.
But, yeah.
And they're just going to go ahead and call it right there.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you so much to Carlos and Sean, and thank you to Curl Park Creatives for sponsoring that round. You know what time it is?
It's giveaway time?
It's giveaway time. Hey, that's a Will. That's a Will Barnacle behind me. All right, guys. So first thing we're going to give away, we got to continue those faction cards. Oh, man, did I put them inside here? Turn that off. Oh no! What did I do with those?
Just dropping cards all over the place.
No, I'm filthy rich with cards. Got the all of them. Well, you know what? The first one we'll give away is one of the. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I still don't understand why
people want them. People want them.
All right, so we're gonna do because I'm doing this. We're doing signed by me. I don't know why you guys want this, but Baron's on top.
That's right.
Only because I beat Chris Allen on stream.
That's right.
The only reason.
Yep, that's right. So this is the Andrew Knuckles Hero of the Republic for Day 1A. Huh? What?
What?
The regen.
No, but
you had 2 cards on.
Oh,
he regen both shields. Oh, you should have just tapped us on the shoulder.
Yeah. Okay, so Sean won.
Yeah.
Congrats, Sean.
All right, congrats to Sean. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we didn't catch that last regen.
Yeah, so it'd be 23-0.
Yep. And regen wins.
That
games.
extra turn lost Carlos the game.
Yeah. He should have slow played it.
Well,
I didn't say that.
No, but so it's funny. This muck-up lost him the game.
Yeah.
Because it would have taken him longer to set all the ships.
And
he
may have been able to get one more damage in.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
Oh, sorry about the misinformation, guys.
Yep, my bad.
It happens. Well, let's give away the Hero of the Republic card. Here we go. Now, in order to participate in the giveaways, all you got to do is type in the chat. We got to do this quick, though. We're going to do 3 giveaways and talk about our Patreon exclusive ones coming up at the end of the 7th round. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Who's getting the Republic card?
Librarian 101.
Librarian 101.
And you get the signed Baron's card.
There you go. Baron's on top.
Again, I still don't understand.
You're X-Wing famous. I know it's uncomfortable. It's fine. All right, next one we have an FFG engine upgrade in remembrance of Han and his boosting. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
DJ Sathan. Congratulations.
And now we're going to go ahead and give away an FFG official heroic.
Full art card.
Full art heroic. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Arrow McArcher.
That's right. All right, guys, we're going to go into the 7th round and remind you guys that the giveaway section was brought to you by District Foundry. You can check out their 3D printed awesomeness like Jedi, hyperspace rings, and here it goes. And they're awesome custom trays. You can get anything
I
in here.
love these trays. These trays are legit awesome.
I need him to. I think the next one I want him to print for a giveaway is going to be like a face on here. Because I don't think people believe me that he could put a face on here.
Oh, he absolutely could.
So whatever you need, there's all kinds of things in here. You got trays for templates and cards.
Yep.
And I think you have the larger version
I have like
of this,
the deep
right?
tray that goes all the way down so you can fit like Falcons and that kind of stuff in it. It is awesome.
Yep. And we're going to be giving this one away tomorrow. The exclusive Gold Squadron podcast.
There he is
District
right
Foundry. Alrighty. And I want to talk about our patron giveaways we're going to be doing at the end of today and tomorrow. So we're going to be giving away, I think it's right here. Nope, it's right here. So a set right there on the left side is the Servants of Strife pack painted by Luke Carrington. All 3 of those ships. We'll talk more about that later. And we're going to be doing a new patron giveaway for that zombie zombie bomber. All right, guys.
Pairings are up.
We're going to the pairings. We're going to go straight to the table.
We'll be back here in a minute. Yeah. Are we muted?